Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of our channel. Infosys founder Mr.Narayanamurthy recently made a remarks about Indian news working time, which has created a major controversy among the netizens. One of his podcasts, he was talking about Indians' growth aspirations in 15 to 20 years from now. He was mentioned that India's work output is one of the lowest in the world. And he was mentioning that the Indian youth have to put extra work in order to contribute to the Indian economy, as the Indian economy aspiring to be number 3 by 2030. This remarks, what he made, while the intention is really good, created multiple responses among people across the world. What are the major reactions against the statement? People were talking about that they are working, spending more than 50-60 hours in a week with the same amount of pay. And some of the managers are making the employees to work even on a holidays without additional benefits and incentives. They are talking about putting long hours beyond 50 hours in a week will lead to reduction in productivity. And too much of work lead to their mental health, sleep deprivation and emotional well-being. Everything can get impacted with longer work hours. And longer work hours does not mean that increased output. But having said this, is it that something can be done to enhance the work output? The answer is yes. And the employee's work output is not only depends upon his own contribution. There are multiple factors involved in this. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about how we can enhance the output of an employee, employer and the government to contribute more to the economy. My name is Nishad Kareem. I am a trainer and the business coach. The first part is about from an employee standpoint, how somebody can contribute more to the work. The first part is that what causes stress. If you work hard for something which you don't care, can lead to a lot of unpleasant situation. And if you don't have the skill and competence to handle that unpleasant situation, that can lead to stress. So choose your career, your domain, your vertical wisely, so that even if you have to put extra work, you start enjoying. If you choose a profession which you love the most, when you put additional work, you don't feel the burden of additional work. The first one is choose your career. Second part is that be a lifelong student, because the shelf life of a knowledge is too short. Things are changing much faster than expected. So you have to continuously update and upgrade your skill set to become competent in the workspace. If you're competent, you will be able to contribute more to the work. The third important point is that you have to create a better networking among your peers, colleagues, because your work requires a lot of give and take, and to create a very pleasant work environment in your work. Because if you create a fun place, you start enjoying the workplace. From an employer standpoint is that first they have to create a culture which is purely based on transparency, trust and meritocracy. And they have to train the supervisors and managers to coach their employees for better productivity. As all of us know that management is not an art of getting things done through others. Management is an art of making extraordinary result from ordinary people. So the companies have to provide adequate training for the supervisors, how to handhold and enhance the productivity of their employees. And the third important point from an employee standpoint, they have to have a proper reward and recognition mechanism for people who contribute to the company and thereby the country's GDP. And is it only the employees and employees? No, the answer is that the government also have a major role to play to contribute to the economy's progress by creating, encouraging industry-friendly process, policies, compliances, and make that process very simple that people can follow faster. Use a lot of online tools, applications, so that your entire processing of all regulatory things, compliance related proceedings, everything can become much more simple and easy. And the most important part is that cut down on corrupt practices, so that people have more trust on our own system, and it can cut short our red tapeism and everything. The most important part is that everybody has a major role to contribute to this country's GDP, and we can all contribute to become the number 3 economy by 2030. Thank you very much for watching this video.